Hello, good morning. It's Tuesday the 7th, and if the weather's to be believed, it's gonna be a scorcher. I'm FX Blue, and this is the market brief. So the comparisons continue to be made between all the three major central banks over which is likely to taper support first. For a while now, the Fed has been the firm favourite to be first mover, but their forecast of a slowdown in Q3 is beginning to get backed up by the data, and so sentiment is suggesting tapering may start later in the year than October. There are growing concerns that the UK may follow suit with a slower Q3, and the fear is that that may lead to a downside surprise in Q4. We've always faced the unknown quantity of the after effects of furlough finishing and what impact that may have on Q4 growth and unemployment. Only time will tell. But the UK has posted some pretty consistent results since the recovery started, and the successful vaccination programme helped us really get ahead of the game in the recovery. That is despite the challenges presented by both Brexit and the associated skills shortage. The Northern Ireland Protocol remains a constant threat, and the shortage of drivers that's been making the headlines recently is naturally affecting the supply chains. In the market though, despite the data pointing to a slower Q3, for the US that is, the dollar pulled back some of the recent sterling gains. We saw a low of 138.20 yesterday, and we opened this morning around 138.30. It was Labour Day in the US. A holiday there meant the markets were a little quiet, but those who did make it to their desks were still digesting the disappointments left from Friday's non-farm payrolls and questioning whether or not this affects the timing of the Fed's plan to taper support. The Fed meet in a couple of weeks, where discussions around tapering may take a different tone now. It's certainly given them a bit of breathing space if they do want to sit on their hands for a little longer. Inflation is expected to return to a more acceptable level this month, so it'd be no real surprise if we did see the Fed delay a little further. It's certainly very unlikely that they'll act this month, which was predicted by some analysts earlier in the summer. Yesterday the dollar index rose to 92.30, and this morning euro dollar opens around 118.70. Right, that's it from me. I'm back on form. The hangover's gone. Thanks very much to Alka-Seltzer. Join me again tomorrow.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FX Blue.